What's going on, everybody? This your boy King Gabe here, and with another little history video. Recently we had Christina talking about the history of Bumbleina. Well, here about the history of Tikari Makuro, and the roots for this history has a very interesting twist going far back. But before we go into it, let's take a moment to let y'all know, like, share, subscribe. Hit us up with a super chat or special thanks, and also be sure to get some of our available books, especially Yumeko. And speaking of the books, definitely be sure to check us out. And I will be getting a video on this. I mentioned before I was going to have a video talking more about this, but I actually decided to wait for them to come. The book signing coming up. It's going to be for those of y'all that's near the area, going to be in Boulder City, right across from the EASTBANK Theater. From 1 to 6. Over. Bring the picture up here. Yeah, right there. GRITONIAIN Music Fest Fall at the GRITONIAIN Music Dance Fall Festival, EASTBANK Plaza District, EASTBANK District Plaza, Boulder City, Louisiana, 360 Barksdale Boulevard. And I will definitely remember to put the information for this in the description box as well, so y'all can be able to take a look at it and everything. Especially if you're near the area, or maybe you're not, but you want to come by and check out what this event's all about, as well as also see yours truly as one of the vendors there. Definitely come check it out, and it'll be the debut of my second book, Yumeko #2, along with the others that we got. And also definitely support us on that Patreon, just like your boy RJ the Supreme, Big Sis Casey, and the Iceman Universe. Go! Yep. Hang out with us on Discord and Facebook, especially Facebook, because it seems like there's more action on Facebook. But you can still do Discord too, and also sell some things on the Macari app. Gonna be adding some things to that Macari app in a little bit there. So, like I say, sign up on that so you can keep a lookout. And also, I know this is gonna be kind of belated there by the time this uploads and everything, even to Patreon. But today is Tiffany Douglas's birthday. Those of y'all that don't know who that is, there's a music video of her on the channel when this channel first began. With a song that she herself sang. Angels are following, they're following me. Yep. So yeah, definitely happy birthday to Tiffany Douglas from your cousin. And also very interesting interesting time to be doing this history video that we are now going to go on and get into, because it kind of has a little something to do with Tiffany but we'll get to that. So let's begin. So yeah, the whole so anyway, the starts Tikari Makuro. She's actually the sister of Hiko Makuro. So yeah, definitely plan to bring her into the Yumeko series. However, not yet, and I'll let you know why in a second. But she will be coming. But first, history. She actually, when she first started off, it was actually from my whole thing of wanting a little sister there. Now, of course, Tiffany and I, we kind of like sister and brother. She's kind of like my little sister, kind of like the way Casey is like my big sister. I'm kind of in the middle of the two. So, yeah, she was like my little sister, but we were cousins though. But we were close like sister and brother. Kind of like the old Arthur DW thing. DW. And interesting thing about that, so of course, as cause, we don't really, obviously, like a sister and brother, would be in the same household together and everything. Although there are some cases where you do have, sometimes where a cousin might be with, with a certain family, sort of like Will Smith and Fresh Prince of Bel Air. But yeah, in this case, yeah, no, that was not the case. Um, However, interesting enough, um, this kind of, I think this may have been part of what made me imagine having a little sister. Um, because me and Tiff we do a lot of stuff together, especially especially when we got to middle school. Yeah, a lot of different videos and stuff like that there. Which which I might even do which I might even do a second video just to go into a little more detail on that thing. It's pretty interesting. I would and say, yeah, pretty much explain the detail. Well, Gabe, can't you just show us the videos you're talking about? I would, but there's it's kind of mixed in with some things that I, don't, kind of don't need to be. They don't really show on here. Because there are certain videos that that I can show you guys, like San Diego in space, but some, with like I said, that just sort of stay private home movies. Yeah, so. But I can't explain at least the parts about me and Tiffany though, goofing around and stuff. So that will be another video. Uh, so yeah, because of that, that kind of gave the whole thing of wanting a little sister, here when Tiffany wasn't here. Um, that first attempt at that was DW from Arthur. Um, when I was in the Digimon during the seventh grade, Digimon season 2 was airing at that point. I imagined myself with DW as my sister, but it wasn't. But it was actually a digital clone of DW. So, uh, yeah, that happens. But probably have to get into that in the Digimon videos. That'll be in the future. Excuse me. But yeah, there was that. Went through that, digital clone DW. Uh, Excuse me. Then of course, now this actually is where the seeds for Tikari actually started to develop. Eighth grade, there was a picture in a magazine of this girl eating a biscuit from Bisquick. Y'all ever heard of Bisquick commercials? Nah, I can't find that picture for the life of me. It may be somewhere around, but didn't think to look for it before the video. But anyway, it was a little girl. She was eating these biscuits, and like I said, I was in the eighth grade. So I imagined this might be what my little sister would look like this little girl in the picture here. And the name I came up with her at first was not Tikari at first, but Ashley. So yeah, it was Ashley at first. So that went on pretty much throughout eighth grade. There, kind of had her in some stories and stuff like that. Then this is where the big debut came from. Enter high school, summer school to high school. When after I met Big Sis Casey, and just the whole, oh, you look kind of like Taya. Yeah, I get that a lot. By the way, this is what Yu-Gi-Oh's about, and the whole Yu-Gi-Oh role play started. When the Yu-Gi-Oh role play started, I brought back the whole thing of me having a little sister, but instead of naming her Ashley, I named her Tiana. But that as an English name, but for a Japanese version of the name, that's where we got Tikari. And in the role plays, the name I came up with for myself, for my character, was Rudy Rutabaker. Don't ask. And the Japanese name was Hiko Makuro. The Japanese names really stuck a lot better for good reasons. I mean, Rutabaker. Nah, I guess I must have had California raisins on my mind when I thought of that last name. Yeah. It happened there, but yeah, Hiko and Tikari stuck a lot better. as names for our characters in Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah. Now the thing, and like I mentioned, well, actually, I have, but the little sister character now that went from Ashley to Diana to Tikari, and Tikari stuck. She was a different character than, of course, my cousin Tiffany. I would want to say kind not a whole lot much of a character, but just pretty much like, oh yeah, that's Hiko's little sister. I say she was like 5 years old. Her character in the Yu-Gi-Oh role plays. Not really much from a lot from her in Duelist Kingdom, or even Hiko for that matter. But yeah, but more of them was active in the battles, starting with Battle City, where not only Hiko was in the tournament, but even Tikari was in the tournament. The youngest one in the tournament, I might add, even younger than Rebecca. Now, I don't think Rebecca was in the Battle City tournament, but you know what I mean. So yeah, so yeah, there was some opponents I came up with that she dueled against and stuff like that. Um, then there was the whole thing. Now, I want to say I might see. I don't know if I did a history. I don't think I did a history of Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm not completely sure. I'm just gotta double check. I've just been doing so many videos on here. Yeah, gotta trying to keep track of things, so so much been happening here, both here on YouTube and then even outside of YouTube. So guys, yeah, I gotta bear with me on that one. Let's see. I don't think it did. Okay, I may. Okay, I think what it is. I probably may have mentioned this in a previous history video. I would say probably the history of Hiko Makuro. I think that's where, um, yeah, and a lot of the stuff that of his involvement in Yu-Gi-Oh. So yeah, you probably may have heard if you've seen that or any other previous video, you may have heard this. But yeah, there was the whole change of the seasons thing that Case and I came up with, sort of Yu-Gi-Oh 1.5, like our characters before we met the cast of Yu-Gi-Oh when we were, like in elementary and everything, and Tikari was a little baby. Hiko, of course, meets Tikari, sees her up on a street post abandoned, and somehow nobody else saw this, even with her crying and in the rain, like nobody but Hiko sees the baby up on the street post and does and they sees or even bothers to do anything. So anyway, yeah, rescue Tikari, of course. They kind of bonded a little bit there. Then there was her following him to school because apparently at the time I came up with this, I was thinking in terms of Guilmon from Digimon Tamers and stuff, and yada yada yada, and say the whole, yeah, that it kind of got a little weird there. Like I say, yeah, go back to the previous videos of history of Hiko. Yeah, I actually went into full detail. Just try to keep from repeating a lot of that. Um, so yeah, there was that, and then okay, so moving along. Sorry about that. Then of course you had the Star Striker series and all that, and the different Power Rangers like Kroger Force and all that. Didn't really have Tikari in any of those, to be honest. But I think I don't think I put the Tikari character. I don't think her character came back until I want to say but I'm gonna okay. There is a book series that I actually did put her in. But before I go into that, because I'm gonna probably pause this for a second to go run and get it real quick. I should have already had it in here, but again, I say Bear with me, people. uh, so before we go into that, there was a time where I actually did have a Facebook account for Tikari, uh, and she was a, I think she, I want to say, I think this was in, this was actually, I think, before Christina and I got married. It's actually, let's see, maybe, let me check the Facebook account. It's probably still up there. Oh, hello, Mr. Rogers. Okay, so anyway, let's see. I think I may have put it as Tiana Johnson. Yep, I did. So I put her in there as Tiana Johnson. Yeah, matter of fact, there's two accounts. It's on here. Well, I see it on here twice. Uh, Friends with me, Case and Christina, of course. Okay, so this. Okay, so actually, yeah, I'm actually see go. Okay, I may need to go to the Gmail and Facebook are a lot different from it. Okay, so actually it did kind of start before Christine and I got married. 'Cause I see some posts on here from 2011, and that's I know I actually was on Facebook at some I think at some point during 2010, maybe a little before then, because I know I was doing music videos too back then. Uh, I see some posts on here, say Gmail and Facebook are a lot different from AOL. Gonna do some back to school shopping in a bit with Ty and then Chai Down. Yeah. Hey, we're still on the movies. Yeah. So you charge your cell once you get home. Yeah, so yeah, I actually did yeah, put some yeah, there's some happy birthdays. Her birthday actually was April the 29th. I think it should say there. Yep. April 29th. So yeah, so yeah, there was before bringing her back into other projects there that I actually did sort of play around with having her on Facebook. Then okay, now this is probably okay. Now this is probably better here because it got because I also even had Facebook accounts for the Heroes of Dreams characters like Brian and Samuel. I was really trying to push this thing out here. Oh my, and she also got okay, and she apparently I see some friends on here like Christina Atkins, I think from Woodlawn, I think. Yeah. So um and Naomi Harris, I think from Woodlawn. Oops, I should have probably said that, but anyway, I'm assuming they probably now. I'm just assuming that they probably were just playing along with the imaginary Facebook account. So yeah, like I said, guys, I did some things like this. Okay, so just saying, not say y'all should know by now how abnormal I am at this point. So let me scroll to the beginning of it so it show you some stuff on the account here. Okay, so the account I started it in July 28, 2011. Uh, when I first put up Tikari's account on Facebook. Um, put slept late July 28th, 2011. Slept late, hung out at my friend Ty's house, and then went back to school shopping. Now chilling with Prince Gabe. Yeah, like I said, this was before. Matter of fact, this was the year December 2011. Me and Christina got married, so this was leading up to that wedding. Matter of fact, say July 28th. The very next month, I'd be in my own pad and everything, and the only thing I'd have left is just wait for the wedding day for Christina to come in. So, yeah, this is her. This was a little drawing of her with some colored pencils, of course, right there. Yeah, I can see it pretty well. Yeah, drew as a teenager there. Yep. So, ooh, Ew, excuse me. Huh. July 30th, Tikari, was it Tiana? No, I'm just gonna say Tikari. I know it's a Tiana in here, but I'm just gonna Tikari in a relationship as of July the 30th, 2011. Hmm. Now, I'm wondering who that could be. She was in a relationship with. It's been a so yeah. Then July 29th, 2011, made a post about to have some strawberry bread and ice cream with Oni-chan. That's another way of her saying Big Brother. Oni-chan, Oni-chan. Holler back at your Facebook word. Oh, that's I think at that time. See, remember I mentioned to you guys before also about about Timothy Yukoshi, which is the little brother of Julie Yukoshi. Both of these characters come from Casey. Um, at that point in time, we did kind of imagine a thing with Tim and Tikari. Yeah, like I said, this was back then. This is before now with with what's going on with Yumeko and all that. So yeah, back then, and I think even further back, we kind of had that going somewhat. We kind of was playing around with it there. The whole Tikari and Tim having a relation there. So yeah, she hears there's 20 after her status changed to in a relation. Shout out to my boo Timothy Hennigan. Yeah, yeah. Cause in here I got this Tiana Johnson. Yeah, so then let's see. Here we go. Here's another picture post there. That was oops. Yeah, maybe I can see it. There's her and her friend Ty out shopping there. Sort of playing around with the colored pencils on the hair, especially on Ty's hair. Yeah. May not have been. May should have just went and colored her hair fully in all solid green. Yeah. This is why Photoshop This is why Photoshop took over after a while. So I want to say. Oh yeah. Comment. That's it. That was my only. Okay, say after getting our hair done. Okay, she accidentally signed on my name by mistake. That's what she was pointing out. So yeah, say after getting our hair done, and then say went to Ty's July 31st. Went to Ty's church, and then ate at Katina Lorena had a tea party at her place. Yeah, Tikari really likes tea parties there. Like, look, Katina Lorinda, and I commented, I said, I took Tina there once. Yeah, me and Christina, we've been to some Mexican restaurants. And say, which taco did you get? Like, chicken, man, it was good. Like, beef, and Tina got the chicken. Like, if I go there again, I'll get the chicken next time. So then let's see. Oh yeah. So this is funny. August the 1st. She said, no, no. It's the last 2 weeks of summer already. It can't be. It feels like summer just started and now it's already over. No. I am your father. No. A quote from Arthur Reed on Arthur, except Arthur actually said 1 week before summer. Yeah, 1 week of summer left though. I said it's the and I commented that's the last time I let you drink strawberry tea with chocolate muffins. Say, anyone else like tea parties? So Hey, so then, say August the 6th, 2011. Hey, they say had a mom and daughter day with Mama at the spa, and boy, did we feel refreshed. August the 10th, helping Mom in her classroom like old times. I missed Oni-chan being there, but at least we had Tai. Yeah, cause I'm at 2011. I'm grown. I'm engaged. I'm about matter of fact, being my probably at this. I think shortly at this point, I think at some point being in my own place and stuff. Yeah, it's 28 August the 18th. School is in. The first day for Ty and I. We got we got the same classes together except for the second and third period, but at least we have the same lunch period there. Mm-hmm. And then of course, my the announcement of my book is posted on here, Heroes of Dreams. Yeah, at Barnes and Noble and stuff like that. Yep, November 10th, 2011. Uh, Something was on my leg for a second. Say hadn't been posting for a while. Homework and beauty school has me pretty busy. Taking some beauty classes there. say, I say you're not. I comment. I say you're not the only one, sis. Working, wedding planning, and spreading the word on my book. So I see. Yeah. So then let's see, November the 14th, 2011. Say just got our homework done, waiting on mom to pick me up from Granny Big Papa's house so we can visit Oni-chan before going home. Say Granny cooked some really good chunky chicken noodle soup with some chili powder to help stop my cold that's trying to creep up. I hate colds. I remember. I still eat chicken noodle soup there. Finally home tonight. November 17th. Like finally a break from school. Taking off tomorrow to start early to hang with Oni-chan. Like, for the holidays, there's some brother sister time before his wedding. Right now, I'm at Ty's house going to pick out something to wear to the wedding. I said, don't be late. And that, let's see, I think that's pretty much it on there. There's one say helping them get stuff to range in the house. Yeah. Say Mike. And there was also another Facebook account I had put up here at this point, Prince Mike, for some reason. No, yeah, for some reason, yeah. I was trying out the whole me having a twin brother thing there. That was kind of a little stuff. It didn't really last long, but yeah, it was in there. Um, yep, because he made some comments in here say, "Ask was Christina staying there now?" And Tikari's like, "Oh no, not yet." And he's like, "I was about to say that would spoil the wedding surprise." And let's see, we got. I think. Oh yeah, here's what Christina had commented to Tikari, or Tiana. Yeah, say where you been? It's been a while since you say. It's been a while since you haven't posted anything on your wall. How's life? Say right now. Say say yeah, letting you know that my married. Let's say stuff about married life. Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, well, yeah, pretty much her dog in there. Tiana did reply back to Christina. They've been kind of busy with friends in school. Had a good Valentine's. they Christina's like, you should see the gifts that hubby gave me. Like, that's my big bro for you. Yeah. So, so yeah. And think that yeah. And I think there was one point where she said she's back on Facebook and had forgot her password. And saying was doing some sprinkle. This was in 2013. So this kind of actually went on for some time, a little bit there. Uh, Yeah. Happy Easter. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, I think this is pretty much and of course 2013 was the year of her Sweet 16. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, I think this is yeah, I think that yep, that's pretty much it there. So yeah. So yeah, we did yeah, that was that there and I also like I say I also did um like I say try in trying to promote Heroes of Dreams back then, using Facebook resources to make accounts for the characters, just like I did with Tikari, aka Tiana. So yeah, that did. Yeah, that was that there. So now, excuse me, just 1 second. I'm gonna there's two books I gotta get real quick that will explain when Tikari came back. Okay, so we're back. So okay, back again. So this was when Tikari came back into. Oh, I'm sorry. Like, oops. Into this series. This was a series that was supposed to connect with Heroes of Dreams, sort of like a prequel to it, and also somewhat it kind of crossed over with it. We'll get to that in a second there, but yeah, it can. Yeah, that's where things kind of started to well, kind of get a bit much in the way that the stories were being written there. So yeah, this mysterious adventures of reality imagination, the first book, A Weird Yet Normal Day, sort of what we would later get with some different writing, of course, that would become Brown Chronicles and then Yumeko. So you see, the I almost kind of made the back of this look kind of like the back of a DVD cover when they have like different scenes and the little summary and everything. Yeah, and of course it's with colored pencils there. Um, Sometimes that would actually look pretty good. Don't get me wrong. Uh, in terms of how, depending on like the picture and stuff. Um, an example of one that looked pretty good. Yeah, like this picture of Sakura here with the bow and arrow there. Kind of a 3D effect with the arrow a little bit. Yeah, it's sort of yeah, like I say, sometimes they wouldn't look so bad there and sort of looked okay. But yeah, compared to stuff like Photoshop and like what we got now, yeah, it definitely needed an evolution there. Um, so with that said, yeah, so of course Tikari was and in the series I actually called her Tiana. Um, my name in this series, I was called like oh yeah, was called Johnson Gabriel Douglas. I actually had my Gabriel name in there, but I just changed the last name and took Johnson and made it the first name. But like in real life, say people call me Gabe. Oh, Johnson Gabriel Douglas. Because Douglas is actually the last name of my mom's side of the family. My like Granny Big Papa them. So yeah, that's where that kind of come from there. Because I was I was with that side of the family more so than anything. So yeah, so like I say, yeah, that was that. Before I actually wrote this book, it actually was like, let's see, let me just check something real quick. It was actually like this, and I did go by my name Gabe. Yeah, that's a picture of me and Christine on the cover with Granny and Big Papa. Yeah, so yeah, it was originally like this. Weird Yet Normal, King Gabe's World, A Weird Yet Normal Day, based off, and the title Weird Yet Normal Day comes from a poem, A Weird Yet Normal Day, which I made it to a rap, which should be on the channel there. Let me just make sure here. I think I did A Weird Yet Normal Day. Yeah. Should be a video, yeah. I'll play this, yeah. Under old memories, yeah, old memory, yeah, there we go. Okay, scroll down. It should be in there. Garfield, me versus Garfield. I love that. Right. Ah, here we are. Yeah, right. So it is on the channel. Yeah, I can definitely. Yeah. Say definitely go look that up under my old memories playlist. Yeah. Weird Yet Normal Day. So yeah, it was a poem. Then it became like a rap song. Then the house of Valley View was two people that I knew. So, yeah, it sort of became that, and then was made into this story here of King Gabe's world. Then I changed it to the mysterious adventures of reality imagination, but still the subtitle Weird Yet Normal Day. Now, originally in this version, me and the other characters were young adults, much like I actually was at the time I wrote this. So yeah, that was and the reason I mentioned this, like I say now, of course, Tikari, she's not in this, but there was going to be a character for Tiffany that was going to be in the second book here that did not get made for King Gabe's world, but it did get made for the Reality Imagination series, to boldly go beyond it all. Almost like when they say in Star Trek, to boldly go where no man has gone before. And as you can see, there's Tiana, also known as Tikari. Yeah, she made her debut back for the first time in this series here. Uh, So, yep, that was, let's see, go in. So, yep. Now, just a brief little summary of this. The first one, We're Getting Normal Day, was, like I said, basically us playing, me and the other characters playing this video game that came to life. All of a sudden, I go hang out with my Big Papa and everything, and suddenly weird stuff start happening, zombies and say the evil Shay Rio attacking and stuff, and then and like I say, with all the weird things going on, we had to defeat him to get things back in order. In the second book, goes into follows up from the first book, going into space. There's a dream at first of my character Gabe and Sakura and Zayden, with these little creatures called Genitars. Let's show you a picture of that there. Yep, sort of like little wing hamsters there. Kind of had Pikachu in mind when I made them there, but so yeah, so we had this in the dream, went to this planet with them, um, where all of a sudden they run into these monster robot crabs, and and then after the dream was over, uh, made a Gabe woke up and wrote in his journal about some things. Then that's when he went back to say, let's see, it feels like summer started off with some intense action there. Uh, so he hears this girl's voice saying, "You must find the great warrior in order to save me. Time is running out." And of course, this is the girl here, Tiana, of course, also known as Tikari. Uh, so in here in this series, yeah, she actually had won this talent show, that's sort of like a reference to American Idol, called Global Talent Seeker. Gabe had voted for her and everything, and they even won the chance to him and his friends to meet her during a summer celebration that they was having at his place there, with their parents and all that. And that's a really good drawing of those traffic lights, yeah. so, uh, so yeah, there was So yeah, there's that, and then of course, story leads further where, of course, there's a frog-like spaceship that comes that takes Gabe and his friends and the aliens aboard are called Fenians, Krog, Egog, Efgog, and Agog, and they tell them about what's going on. They apparently a few years ago, they planet what they was enslaved by the crab robots from Gabe's dream, the Terracon organization, which definitely would, which yeah, probably can't, probably not going to use that now in any future project after Transformers: Rise of the Beast just came out, and I just learned about the Terracons there. So yeah, I can't, got to use something else in a future project there. Uh, but yeah, they've enslaved these other planets, and they're trying to find the missing angel princess there in order to sort of be like the key to defeat these enemies. And you got Tikari here, or Tiana, I mean, where she meets this unicorn and this very special orb. Yeah, I'll definitely go. There's definitely gonna be. I plan to have some future videos where I go into detail more about these books as well as Heroes of Dreams and stuff. Like actually read them out and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to brief through it there, the parts with Tiana. Uh, so there's this special jewel that her and Gabe have half of there. So when they travel to meet her, and this is also the first mention of a planet called Wildon, with a bunch of I think let's see the yeah let's see I think it's just based. Okay, now here it mentions about them being just actual animals, um, but there is something else I have planned for that in the future though. And of course there's a battle with the Creon spaceship. Yeah, they were basically real animals on Wildon. There was a and Tiana ends up unlocking a special power within her to cure them of this virus that they got going around the planet. Uh, this, yeah, I had some pictures of some actual animals there. There's Tiana in angel form there. Yeah, but then they're sent to get four other orbs, and they join up with Gabe and Sakura and Zayden, say Gabe, Sakura, Zayden, and Tyrone, say from the first book, and they unite the angel jewel that they each have half of. Next thing, and then the angel that was within Tiana, the angel princess, tells them about the orbs were united with the jewel. They can now unlock this power of theirs, say to become, say, the warriors, to unlock the great warrior. Yeah. Like I say, I'll definitely make sure to I'll definitely make sure to actually read through that when in another video. So yeah, you got different sacred animals there that they use the power of to defeat the Creon organization. Say different abilities and everything. Let's show you some of the awesome artwork. Yeah. They say kind of an example of just using what you got at times, Like, oh yeah, that horseshoe and big fist, mighty sword. Yeah, so, and then of course the big boss, of course. Yep, and then all the sacred animals of theirs unite together to form this great warrior, Hitosu Nisura. So yeah, there's some for something else in the future. I'm definitely gonna be looking back at this book for some information. Yeah, yep, got kind of kind of my own kind of a different version of a lot of y'all probably faking Power Rangers and Voltron, Super Sentai there. So yeah, and then of course they defeat the Creon leader, and the day is saved. Thanks to the great warriors. Yep. Yep. And then of course, now when I brought Tiana back for this series, this is the first time that I actually, because all before then, I did not. She was just her own person, but as starting with this presentation, I had decided to put the likeness of Tiffany in her. So, yep, there. And this book actually came out on Tiffany's birthday, back in, was it 2015? Yep, 20. Yep, her birthday of 2015. Yeah, so yep, and then following right after this book came the big Heroes of Dream anniversary book, where it just went off the rails with crossovers. And you had the Dream League, you had the characters I just showed you in that other book series of Hika, of Gabe and Sakura, Zayden and Tikari and Tyrone. You had a new character known as Bruno in there. You had a Comic Con going on, and you even had another crossover from a whole different dimension. Oh, who knows? And on and on and on and on and on. So, yeah. And Tiana sort of, she was a little older in the anniversary book and everything, and she sort of helped out in some ways. Also, check out who made a cameo in this book. Sort of pulled a bit of a Stan Lee in here. Yeah, there was a scene of coming into the real world in this book there. So, kind of. That actually wasn't I actually, when I thought about that, I was actually thinking of this movie called To Boldly Flee from Channel Awesome with Nostalgia Critic and stuff, when Nostalgia Critic actually met Doug Walker, as he called him, the writer. I'm the writer. Yep, so yeah, there was that there. That was, oh boy, that was that going on there. And yep, so that was, yeah, it's pretty much just kind of her and the gang crossing over and helping the Dream League against their threat and everything. And boy, was this a big book. I mean, it had 20 chapters plus an intro, a conclusion, and a soon to come sort of post credit like scene there. Yeah. And look at your boy dressed up in the Hulkbuster unit. That's actually, this was before Photoshop. I was using Microsoft Word, had a way where I was able to put my head on this picture of a Hulkbuster toy I bought from Walmart. So, yep. So that was that. Then I sort of tried once again to put Ashley as Tikari in something else, the Brown Chronicles. Let me go get that real quick. Okay, so anyway, as I was saying, then we had Tikari's introduction into the Brown Chronicles, which would later be what will become Yumeko, and we'll soon introduce her. So, the first attempt was in Brown Chronicles, right at the beginning. Hiko in this version, of course, was a middle schooler, with Tikari right there. Yep, they with their mother and everything. It's a sister and a brother. Now, of course, in Yumeko, we would be cousins, like me and Tiffany in real life there. So, yeah, so there was that, and they come to Shreveport, meet up with Julie, Tim, and they and her grandparents, and they all meet up at this restaurant called the Cafe of Wonders, owned by Marcus and Felicia, serving food from all different parts of the world. And of course, Zayden shows up, and Tikari sort of has little hearts in her eyes with for Zayden, like, I'll go to your table with you. Of course, Zayden got his eyes on Julie, who's not really interested in him there. We always go after the one that's not interested in us. Yeah, and that whole thing of Tikari, like, hi Zayden, that kind of went back to a little thing back in the day of middle school, the one that Zayden's based off of, when it was like, well, what if you dated DW? No. So, yeah, kind of goes back to that there. It was a kind of a little, didn't really last long, obviously, but yeah, it happened. Yeah, but okay, so anyway, uh, and then of course now in this one, of course, before the whole Hiko X Naomi thing, Naomi was actually younger than Hiko, much like Taikari and Tim at that point. They was all the three of them was like in elementary together, and of course characters like Hiko was in middle school in this universe. Uh, you see Taikari speaking to Naomi there. Yeah, and so oh yeah, and there's the whole thing of when they found out that Naomi was autistic there. Um, Now I will admit, I mean it kind of was okay the way it was written here, but I think Yumeko is doing a much better job with the whole thing. With the whole thing of writing uh, of writing her autistic and everything. Yeah, this was actually the first time that Naomi was made autistic in this in Brown Chronicles before going to Yumiko. So yeah, it was kind of trying to learn about how to write that and how it worked and everything, and then of course finding out about me and Christina actually being that too. So yeah, like I say, it was a lot of discoveries there, and yep. So yeah, Takari was a part of that there, and also and also here in Brown Chronicles number 2. Yeah. Oh yeah, right there, trying to comfort Naomi there. Uh, it's a funny scene there. So yeah, so yeah, there was that, and then of course, like I say, now into Yumiko, and yeah, we definitely are planning to bring Taikari into that in a in the best way, shape, or form. But yeah, like I say, with the age difference and everything, yeah, being 3 years apart, like me and Tiffany in real life, yeah, at this point with Hiko being 7, yeah, Taikari would be right at 4. It's possible that she could be brought in now, but I kind of want to, yeah, like I say, I kind of want to do it a little bit later, or if I were to do it anytime soon, it all depends on the story. But rest assured, she will come into Yumiko, yeah, because there are some things I definitely have planned with the character and interaction with Hiko. Pretty much kind of reference a lot of things with me and Tiffany have gone through in real life, to kind of bring the character out and everything. This will probably be the most probably the biggest debut of Taikari's character that there will be. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got for this, and also happy very belated birthday to you, Tiffany. We got and as I mentioned, I'm gonna have another video in a minute there. That should be coming up, about me and they say about me and old Tiffany just kind of talking about a little public detail about the about the home movies and stuff like that, like how like what some of the movies were about that me and Tiff made and stuff like that. Since I can't, since even the ones that I would be able to show at the moment, yeah, VCR is not it's not acting right there, and it's trying to eat up all the tapes. I don't want it to eat up any more tapes, so get a new one. So yep, so yeah, that will be coming up. Definitely like what you heard. Excuse me. Like what you heard in this video. Definitely like, share, subscribe. Get some special thanks, super chat. Get some comic books and everything. Available uh, books and all of that. Uh, and also make sure you definitely support us on that Patreon, just like your boy AJ the Supreme, Big Sis Casey, and the Iceman Universe. Go, Iceman Universe. Go, 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 go. Do all that. Hang out with us on Discord and Facebook and sell some things on the Carry app. And we will see y'all in the next video. Again, happy birthday, belated birthday, Tiffany. And also, happy National Power Rangers Day for everybody. So, I have a little something on that. There's possibly going to be something on that there. I know I definitely got something that's sort of Power Rangers related I'm about to bring up, but there might be even some more. All depends on how things go. So just be on the lookout. And we'll see y'all next time. Take care, everybody.